Welcome to Introduction to Meteorology. So this course is all about the weather. Meteorology is just a fancier science of weather. So we're going to talk about the weather. I just started off putting up right now a radar image. We're going to talk about why your temperatures change, why precipitation occurs, why there are clouds in the sky. Try to understand basically developing the different aspects of weather until we eventually are able to look at a whole picture of weather and hopefully make a forecast. So what do you consider weather? So let's look at that first. I want to bring up a surface weather map here. And simply enough, on a surface weather map, we have several things around each station. These little circles are stations. You're going to see a lot of them. So for example, here would be Indianapolis, Indiana. And the little circle in the middle, the more covered in it is, like up here in Canada where it's completely covered in, the more clouds there are. So if you were looking straight up above you, you would see whether the sky was clear, partly cloudy, cloudy. That's one aspect that many of us want to know is it going to be a cloudy day or a sunny day? So here you're actually seeing what it is right at this moment in time. Another aspect is here the temperature, 76 degrees, and the dew point of 66. Temperature, we all understand that, hey, the higher the temperature, the hotter it is. The colder the temperature, lower the temperature is. Dew point, it's a measure of moisture. So all we're doing with dew point is saying, 66 is a temperature that if you cooled the air where you are, that would bring about dew point. Dew would form. So with that, we're going to look also, what else, if you were looking outside, what would you want to know? You might want to know how humid it is. You probably want to know if it's going to rain or not. And you might want to know where the wind, if it's a strong wind or just a light wind. Well, see this little symbol here at Indianapolis? Again, looking at it, you can see this barb coming down and a little tiny barb on the end of this line. That is a wind speed and a direction. The direction, we all take the direction of wind as from where the air is coming from. So the air is coming out of the south, moving up to the north here. And that little barb indicates 5 knots of wind. Here, for example, is a bigger one. That's 10 knots of wind. Here's even bigger, 2 bigger ones and a little one. So that's 25 knots of wind. They just add up. So that would give you a picture of what the weather is at Indianapolis. Right now, mostly sunny, temperature of 76, 66 degree dew point was fairly humid. So that's what it is at this moment in time. Weather is what's happening now. So it's what's happening in this case at 21Z, subtract 4 hours, add 4 hours, subtract 4 hours from that, excuse me. And that would be the current time, so that would be 5 p.m. local time. And that's today. So we always look at all the observations at exactly the same moment in time. So that's what we're doing here right now. So all of this goes into forecasting the weather. You understand what's happening now, and you can hopefully predict what's going to happen in the future. Also on here, we have fronts. Notice the blue line here and the triangle on it. Those are barbs that indicate a cold front. Same here. See the L here is low pressure. So we now have a front, cold air. Cold front just simply means cold air is advancing. So if I was in Minnesota here and had this cold front past me, it would be getting colder. Warm front just means warm air is advancing, and that's what's happening here across Illinois, Indiana, southern Ohio. We have a warm front moving north. Lows. Winds blow counterclockwise around low pressure. So let's see about that. Here's a east wind northwest wind, south wind, southwest, southeast, and east. So yes, there's a counterclockwise flow around that wind. So, and around high pressure, winds blow clockwise. High pressure is kind of hard to find right now, but here's pretty much what we have right here down in the southeastern U.S., and we have that flow clockwise. So all of this goes into giving us weather. And weather is not just one-dimensional. It's three-dimensional. So I've talked about a horizontal plane here. The other one we're going to talk about in the future is the vertical. I want to know what the weather is at every elevation up to the end of the troposphere, which is where all weather occurs. So this is what we're looking at right now. And finally, I just wanted to show you there are different ways of looking at weather. One of them I just showed you with an observation. Here is another one. Remote sensing means we're looking at weather away from where we are. This radar that's actually looking at these storms is located in Charleston, West Virginia. And you can notice here there's little storms down in Tennessee, Kentucky area. Definitely a lot of rain out here across Kentucky and into the southern parts of Ohio. And here's even some thunderstorms right around Charleston, West Virginia. So now we've learned that this gives us another aspect. And I could show you another one where we take soundings, upper air soundings. We release a balloon, which is filled with helium and rises up into the atmosphere, holding a little instrument on the bottom of it. As that instrument rises, it takes the temperature and dew point, wind direction, and atmospheric pressure. All are important variables in how we define weather. So hope you got just a little bit out of the very introduction here. That's all I'm doing. And let me know if you have any questions.